Hi, I'm Link and welcome to Link Life Money. My garbage bin was so dirty and so yucky, so I went on Google search to find the best company. Thankfully, I'm now here with Alan, the owner of Bin Medic, and the head technician, Kyle. My bins haven't been cleaned for about 2 years. Ew, yuck. Bin Medic has 364 Google reviews with an average 5-star rating. So Alan, how did you come about creating Bin Medic?
We came about creating Bin Medic because we noticed that there was an issue just even around our own personal house with the smell coming from the bins and the amount of flies and whatnot that were hanging around. And we all know that flies create maggots.
Definitely.
And so that's how we knew that there had to have been a better idea than trying to wash your bins on your own lot and then having your kids and your animals stepping into that, bringing that bacteria back into your house, and then trying to wash it yourself and having the debris come back in your face when you're trying to wash it. There had to have been a better choice.
And what areas do you operate in?
Well, for now, we've actually expanded and operate throughout all of the city of Calgary. We also take on the city of Airdrie, the Foothills MD, and Okotoks.
I can't imagine how difficult it must be to start a new business. With you being in operation for 3 years now, have you seen some growth?
When we started, it was very slow. A lot of the cleaning of the bins was not recognized throughout the city. It's grown substantially since then. Year over year, we're probably growing at a pace of 80 to 100% year over year. And now we're up to we've done a total of close to 3,700 customers to this point in 3 years.
Wow.
So we're growing substantially.
That's an amazing Calgary successful business story for sure. What customers are you able to help? Like, does somebody need to have a home or an alley for you to be able to clean their bins?
We service all types of houses. So whether your bins are in the alley or in a front car garage, or even to a commercial aspect of it. So what we do is we come in, it doesn't matter whether it's a condo even, we come in and service even condo garages where they keep their bins so that we can keep them sanitized. And in that way, people aren't dealing with the mess and everything, and we keep it organized.
How does the business help and benefit customers?
The benefit for customers is when they're using their garbage bins and going out to them, they don't have to worry about the bacteria when they're opening and closing the lids and the flies and that are flying around. And also, it's a great neighborly thing to do in order for your neighbors not to have to smell your bins as well. So if we get everybody on board, then we can clean up the area and it'll smell a lot better for everybody enjoying their fronts and backyards.
It's great that this is a locally family-owned business. How do you like working with family?
Well, sometimes it's fabulous and sometimes it's not so fabulous. No, I'm just joking. The thing with working with family is that, you know what, you're around people that you can trust and people that you know that have the same intentions you do when running the business.
Working with family has its ups and downs, and there's surely some more ups than downs for sure. Working with people that are like-minded and have the same goals that you do is great.
So you have so many amazing 5-star reviews. Do you get a chance to read any of those comments?
We actually read every comment that comes in and we try to respond to every single person that leaves a review for us. Reviews are important to us. It's word of mouth that for the most part for this business. And some of the funny things is that we get reviews coming back that after we've been to the house and cleaned the bins, they're actually so clean that people don't even want to use them anymore. They feel bad for getting them dirty after that, but that's part of the business and that means that we're doing our job well. The one main thing that makes us stand out is that we're using all eco-friendly products, as well as in our van, we run 200-degree Fahrenheit water, which is kills bacteria on contact. We only use fresh water to clean the bins, and we collect all the dirty water, the gray water that comes out of the bins, and then we dump it responsibly at approved City of Calgary facilities. Our system actually collects all of the gray water, any of the dirty water and full of bacteria from inside the bins. We collect it inside a bin in our truck. And then that way we make sure that no water goes down drains like this in the street. Because at that point you're contaminating the city water, and you're also contaminating the streams and everything that are involved as well. And that's our main goal, is to become eco-friendly and keep that bacteria and that dirty water out of the parks, the streams, the rivers, and keeping everything organized like that allows us to make sure it doesn't go down. The one thing people need to remember is when you're rinsing your bins by yourself on your lot, any water that goes down these drains, you can't guarantee what it is, and it could be considered illegal dumping.
So is there anything that we can do so that more bins are cleaned? Because we know right now that everybody's bins are not always cleaned.
Yeah, one thing that we can do is look at the City of Calgary and starting a pilot project in order to get everybody up to par. And we are touching base on the health benefits of that too with the City of Calgary. These bins contain a lot of bacteria in that, and we all know that when kids are outside playing, we've actually had the instance where kids were using them playing hide and seek and hiding in the bins. So this is something that we do not want to happen, and that families need to realize that when kids are around these bins, it does bring on the essence of possibly getting very sick from dealing with and touching, and you know how kids like to touch the bins and they like to touch their face, and that brings the bacteria into them, and it can cause serious illness. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So one thing that we would like the City of Calgary to do is maybe start a pilot project for, as an example, the area of Discovery Ridge, where they're having issues with the wildlife coming into the area and around the homes due to the smell of the bins. Now that wildlife down there, we just had a recent episode where, you know, a couple of cubs had to be euthanized because of the bins and the smell of them. The city's answer to that now is to put these bins inside their garages and only bring them out the morning of pickup and then put them back in. What that does is now you might be able to deter the animals, but you're bringing the smell and the bacteria into your personal residence. And regular bin cleaning will prevent that and prevent the smell and the flies from entering your personal residence. And then we can save the wildlife at the same time, because you know what, let's be honest, we're stepping into their territory on some of these neighborhoods, and we need to be proactive in helping out, making sure that we're not euthanizing animals because of our impact on their environment.
So does everything have to be scraped out before you do the cleaning process?
Not typically. I scrape the bins mostly due to the fact that it ends up in the hopper. So I end up cleaning it now, or I clean it later. I would just prefer to clean it now and have my day end a little quicker.
Definitely, yeah. Kyle has a very tough job. You can see all of the flies swarming around the garbage. And unfortunately, he's got to get right in there to scoop out all that crud.
All right, now I'm gonna go start up the machine. So it's gonna get a little loud just for everybody out there.
So Kyle is spraying at 200 degrees Fahrenheit and at 3,000 PSI. all of the steam for the water is so hot, being at 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
This is something that separates us from the competitors as well, is that we actually go the extra mile. We wipe down the bins with a dry towel and dry them inside and out, so that you're not left with moisture just creating more bacteria later. And at the end of this, you'll notice that he'll, when he's finished drying them out, he'll spray a disinfectant lavender spray, leaving them smelling beautiful, so the next time you open the lid, it's not a big surprise.
That's a lot of work, Kyle. You're never gonna have to go to the gym. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, you gotta bend, you gotta twist, you gotta lift the stuff, and yeah, it's a lot of work all day long for sure.
Our lavender spray that we use is completely eco-friendly, so it's unharmful. So if it comes in contact with people or animals, it will not harm you at all, but it leaves the bin smelling beautiful at the end.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, it's great that you guys are so eco-friendly, because it's really, really, really important.
You can smell it from here.
Yeah, I can smell it from here. Yeah, the smell of clean and freshness. And this bin, so I actually don't bag my grass. I just put the grass directly into the bin. It's been about 2 years since you guys have last cleaned my bin, so that grass has been in there for some of that at the bottom for a long time. Just look at that. Wow. It's just like brand new. It's just like when the bin first got delivered to my home. That's absolutely amazing.
As you can see, when we get up close, the amount of steam that comes out of the van from the 200-degree Fahrenheit water, you know you're getting a clean job. If you've ever tried washing your car with cold water, it actually turns out dirtier when you're finished with the water spots. The hot water is absolutely essential in getting these bins cleaned. As you can see, we go the extra mile. We scrub everything out so that you're left with a spotless bin at the end of the day. And with regular cleaning, these bins will stay clean, they'll smell fresh, and like I said before, we will not impact the environment and the animals and that, and keep our kids and everybody using the bins safe. This is a 360-degree spinning head pushing out 3,000 psi, which is just ripping the crud and the dirt off the inside of the bins. can see as we're cleaning the bins, it's collecting all of that water so that none of it's escaping onto the streets. And then at the end of the day, we can be responsible and get rid of it at an authorized facility. See, it's so steamy that Kyle has to wave his hand just to be able to see in the bin.
Look at that, it's perfectly clean. There's no more crud, and most importantly, no more flies. Oh, what's this part of the truck, Alan?
This is the brains of the operation where we keep everything running smooth. So this is where all the pumps and the fresh water tanks, and as well, this is the boiler system that's creating that 200 Fahrenheit water so that we're able to get the crud actually out of the bins and get them clean and spotless for you. The boiler creates the temperature at 200 Fahrenheit water, and with the 3000 PSI coming out the back, you combine the two, we end up with an exceptionally clean bin. We would like to give a free bin cleaning to one of your subscribers.
Wow, thank you so much. Congratulations, Dallas. I sincerely thank you for subscribing to Link Life Money. Bin Medic would like to award you a free bin clean.